so quick to change. Act nonchalant. My idea with this song was I kind of saw some kids on the boardwalk, starting a rhythm on bottles, and I wanted to write just a jam tune so I could show off the great musicians, that I got to play on my album, and I got to play with these guys. Can't tell you how thrilled I am, really. I am not a virtuoso on anything. That I can get by on some of the keyboard stuff amazes me, but so this features John Wiedemeyer with a wah-wah. I told him I wanted to hear kind of a Grover Washington Jr. Mr. Magic with Eric Gale. He did a lead on that was with a wah that was great. And Keller plays alto, and these guys get to trade off with each other. My only disappointment with this is that it wasn't longer, so we could have reprised the melody one more time, and I would have given John another couple of takes. I kind of rushed this, but it's just a second side starts up tempo. Again, was going to try to separate the jam tunes, but I thought this fits well because we're in this up-tempo mood right now. We're in this happy kind of place, and I was trying to separate the key signatures. I ended up just listening to where the song stood me, and I think it's best if you hear this album together. I know everything today is a la carte, but thought went into how these follow each other. So this one here is, again, a jam tune. Play with Rick. I got to trade chords with him. That wasn't in his lead, but it was fun. It's a fun tune, and it's a Stanley song. We had Stanley's night out on the first Jazzissance, and I've already written Framing the Moon, Stanley's career for Trinity, Jazzissance Trinity. But this one is called Getting It with Stanley's Revenge. So when I break him for a drum solo, he decides to go into kind of a rock straight 8 beat. But he comes out and we get right back into the shuffle, and I love this shuffle. And I love Nick Schmidt. His walking is just, it's not mundane, it's interesting. I can listen to the bass, I can listen to the keys, I can separate this. So that one was a problem child, and I brought Rick back in one day because I didn't like where it was going, but we fixed it. He made it work. And this next one, Be My Gal, I thought, it just wasn't sounding right. And then I got the tenor in, and I had him do a few solos. And one I told him I really want a growly sax. I want a, dirty. This guy is the worst pickup lines ever. He's out on the prowl, and he's saying stupid stuff. And at the bridge, I was going to have it say, I'm looking good and feeling proud, but why is everything so goddamn loud? But I thought that was over the top, so I just went with the hook, I was wondering if you'd be my baby, be my gal. And so I had to call it Be My Gal because Be My Baby. If you mention that, everybody's gonna go, Be My On the prowl, I'm out to play. Hey, are you headed my way? What's your name? Let me fill your glass. Tell me if I'm moving too fast. I was wondering if you'd be my baby. I was wondering if you'd be my guy. Now we come to that other slow blues tune I was telling you about. This one I had my cousin in mind when I wrote it, and I wrote it 5 years ago and waiting to hear it. And well, we got John Wiedemeyer, and you know what? I'm every bit as happy. John plays this like it should feel. It's a kind of my tip of the hat to Bobby Blue Bland. You know, I pity the fool, the song. I pity the fool that falls in love with you, and I use that line at the end. But it's about a woman who, she was everything when she was young. She was hot, and everybody was after her, and she knew it, and she used everybody. And now she's used up, and she still thinks she's all that. She thinks she's still really something. She is something. Yeah. So that's the idea behind it. And I just wanted to write a slow blues. It's a pity. You act like an angel. You live like a devil. And it's a pity. Lord, it's a pity. Okay, so now we're going to bring everything back up. Bad or Better. It's just a fun song. I had fun putting it together. I had moved lyrics and who and where and went through a bunch, but it was always at the end going to be a party. I wanted a lot of things going on at once. If I had my chops up, I would have put a trombone solo in there too. So we have the tenor sax and the lead guitar. Again, Wiedemeyer and Keller just killing it. My daughter and I doing a vocal thing, and it gives me that New Orleans jazz feel, you know, where there's a lot going on, but it all works. It's what I call ordered chaos, and I've only been able to do it one other time. It was in 1986 when we were with the church, and I wrote "Hear You, Lord." At the end of that, I had two guitar players, both doing leads in the choir, and then there were vocal ad-libs, and there's a little of that at the end of this. This song is just to pick me up, and the line in it that if you take nothing away from this album, I hope you take this one. So life is short, but it's so sweet. It's the best life I've had. It can't be beat. I've been blessed to marry my high school sweetheart, and now I get to grow old with her. And without her, I'd have been dead years ago. And the three wonderful children that she raised, and I was there, but I really think she did most of the work. That's why I say if the wife's happy, God's happy. God's easier to please. It's a joke, but you know, Christians have this: husbands or wives, submit unto your husbands as unto the Lord. You know, they like to use that one, and they forget the next line that says, "Husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church and gave himself for it." Joseph Campbell writes about it too, and here I am again being bloviating on things. Uh, but anyway, to share in each other's lives, to share, to be able to, you know, if you win an argument, the person you love lost, you would want that. If you love them, don't you want them to win? So both parties are just given to each other. And when you have disagreements, you talk it out. And again, I've been blessed. But it's our choice. We can be bad.
Sometimes I'm high, sometimes I'm low. Sometimes I got to get up, but I can't go. Sometimes I'm bad, sometimes I'm better. I don't know if I'll ever be bad or better, but I'll try. Lord, I'll try to be better, do better.
Come to the end, as we must. This track, I released it on Jazzissance because I never know if I'm going to be able to do another album. But by the help of my family and friends, I was able to get this done. But the song was so special to me that I wanted to make sure I got it out on Jazzissance, and then just me and the piano on that. But in my head, it was always supposed to be this upright bass, saxophone, drums with brushes, keyboard, and I hear the electric in here rather than the acoustic, and so I use the electric. I use the Rhodes, Fender Rhodes. But nothing like it. You can try to sample it, but playing it is something else. Anyway, the song was first, I thought of the fall of our republic, and it quickly became, you know, the end of a show, the end of a run, or the end of a love affair, or someone who traveled a lot, you know, say goodbye again. Again, one of my favorite tracks, I guess. You know, silly for me to say that. I wouldn't have recorded them if they weren't my favorites, but some turned out better than others. This song is just how I heard it in my head, and I hope it gets used somewhere for something. Somebody pick it up. It's a good singer, a crooner, put it in a movie. Be a great song for that. Hey, you know what? I'm going to be done here. I'm not going to come back. I'm just going to leave you with say goodbye again, and say God bless America, and I hope to see you back for Jazzissance Trinity. I got 16. I'm trying to whittle down to 12 or 10, but we'll see. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your support, especially those people who put money up front. Sorry it took so long, but I wanted to make sure it was right, and I couldn't be happier with this recording.
We had a lot of fun. It's been a good run. Not many last as long as we have. just like fate will catch us